So last time we discussed about Atterberg limits. Ngayon naman di-discuss natin yung soil classification. So there are mechanical analysis of soils. Mechanical analysis is the determination of the size range of particles present in soil expressed as percentage of total dry weight. So two methods generally are used to find the particle size distribution of soil. So first method is sieve analysis for particle sizes larger than 0.075 mm in diameter. And the second is the hydrometer analysis for particle sizes smaller than 0.075 mm in diameter. So, ito yung dalawang methods natin, yung sieve analysis tsaka hydrometer analysis. So, punta tayo sa sieve analysis. Sieve analysis consists of shaking the soil sample through a set of sieves that have progressively smaller openings. US standard sieve numbers and sizes of openings are given in the table below. So, ito yung natin. Sa sieve analysis, ito. Sieve analysis consists of shaking the soil sample through a set of sieves that have progressively smaller openings. So, from bigger sieve, bigger openings hanggang sa pinakamaliit na openings possible. So, ito yon. So, meron dito for number 4 sieve is 4.75 mm in opening. So, in number 5 sieve, 4. So, lumiit. So, from 4.75, ito, to 4. So, hanggang mabot sila ng sieve 200. Kung, for example, ang paano siya is sieve 200, sieve number 200. So, ang opening niya is 0.075. Yan. So, ito yung sieve number natin. Kung ilan ang opening ng sieve 30, 0.6. How about pag ang opening is 1? Anong sieve number yon? So, 18. So, yan yung mga sieve natin. So, meron tayong mga ganitong sieve sa laboratory natin. Kaso, kasi nga online tayo, hindi natin demonstrate kung paano yung paggamit ng sieve natin. So, since face-to-face naman, baka once na magbalik ulit yung natin, once mag-discuss ulit sa bagong sa soil tayo mag-discuss sa ibang students, baka i-participate kayo, sabihan ko kayo na kung magtingin para malaman natin kung paano maggamit ng sieve natin. So, proceed na tayo. So, remember, meron tayong mga openings dito first. Mamaya ako i-drawing kung paano yung yung sa sieve natin. So, there are steps in performing sieve analysis. So, first step is determine the mass of the soil retained on each sieve. For example, M sub 1, M sub 2, hanggang M sub n. And in the pan. So, pag yung natira sa pan, mamaya drawing natin kung ano yung sa pan, tawag natin is M sub p. So, after that, we determine the mass of the soil. So, iba yung retained, sabihin, ito yung mass of the soil retained on each sieve. Ito yung hindi siya parang hindi na siya pumasok doon sa sieve kasi nga sa sieve na yon kasi ay masyado na siyang malaki para sa sieve na yun. So, for example, ang sieve mo is 4.75 kaso may na-retain. Ibig sabihin, yung na-retain doon is 4.75 mm greater than 4.75 mm. So, ganun yung natin retain. So, after that, we determine the mass of the soil. Ipa-plus lang natin lahat ng mass of soil retained. So, summation yun na lahat. Tapos, step 3 natin is determine the cumulative mass of soil retained above each sieve. So, for I sub n, tapos sieve, tapos it is M sub 1 plus M2 hanggang M sub I. So, yun na yung natin. I-plus naman natin yung soil return, cumulative soil retained kung mag-abot siya ng 100%. So, after that, the mass of soil passing height and said sieve is summation m minus m sub 1 plus m sub 2 hanggang m sub I. So, the percent of soil passing the height sieve or percent finer is, so, may tinatawag tayong percent finer. Ibig sabihin nun, iyan yung percent ng ng natin, soil na nag-pass through sa sieve na yon. For example, sa sieve number 4, which is 4.75 mm, lahat ng, kung walang na-retain, ibig sabihin 100% finer kasi mas ibig sabihin nun, yung walang 4.75 walang greater than 4.75 yung nag-pass through, walang na-retain sa natin sa sieve natin. So once ito yung formula natin sa percent finer, yeah. So i-ano naman natin yan. Wala tayong masyadong hindi natin magagamit to kasi nga wala tayong actual, so hindi natin masyadong magagamit yan. So once the percent finer of each sieve is calculated, step 5 yun, the calculations are plotted on a semi-logarithmic graph paper with percent finer as the ordinate, arithmetic scale, and size, opening size as the abscissa logarithmic scale. So, itong scale na to is magagamit natin to sa problems natin. Pero yung pag-compute ng hindi muna natin yun sa ngayon kasi hindi natin magagamit yung actual. So, this plot is referred to as particle size distribution curve. So, yung particle size distribution curve, papakita ko mamaya kung ano yung drawing na. So particle size distribution curve is an idea about type of soil and gradation soil. So, paano mo i-grade yung soil? So, there are 3. So, well-graded soil. Soil contains good representation of particle of all sizes. Gap-graded soil, excess of certain particles and deficiency of others. Uniformly graded soil, most of the particles are the same size. So, yan yung mga types of gradation. So, particle size distribution curve can be used to determine the 4 following parameters for a given soil. So, meron tayong effective size, d sub 10. Yan yung natin. So, this parameter is the diameter in the particle size distribution curve corresponds to 10% finer. So, the effective size of the granular soil is a good measure to estimate the hydraulic conductivity and drainage through soil. So, ito yung diameter in particle size distribution curve to 10% finer. So, papakita ko ano yung sabihin ng 10% finer. So, second is the uniformity coefficient or CU. So, the parameter is defined as, so, CU is equal to D sub 60 all over D sub 10. Siyempre, kung meron tayong, kung D sub 10 is 10% finer, so it means that D sub 60 is 60% finer. So, diameter corresponding to 60% finer. So, third is the coefficient of gradation or coefficient of curvature or C sub C. The parameter is defined as C sub C is equal to D sub 30 squared all over D sub 60 times 10. So, D sub 30 is the diameter corresponding 30% finer. So, last is the sorting coefficient or C sub O. This parameter is another measure of uniformity and is generally encountered in geological works and expressed as S sub O is equal to the square root of D sub 75 and all over D sub 25. So, D sub 75 is D 75% finer. Ang D sub 25 naman is 25% finer. So, ito. So, textural classification. In this classification system, the soils are named after their principal components such as sandy clay, silty clay, silty loam, and so on. So there are a number of classification systems developed by different organizations. So may tinatawag tayong USDA Triangular Textural Chart. So USDA. So developed by the US Department of Agriculture or USDA. This method is based on the following limits of particle size. So based daw sa USDA, classify nila ang sun size as 2 mm to 0.05 mm in diameter. Yan. Classify nila na sun size yon kapag 2 to 0.05 mm diameter. Pag silt size naman, classify nila as 0.05 to 0.002 mm in diameter. Pag clay size, smaller than 0.002 mm in diameter. So, ito yung tinatawag natin USD Triangular Textural Classification Chart. So, for example, meron tayong ito, dito. So, meron tayong 35% for clay, 40% silt, and 26% sand. So, i-total nyo natin to. Makukuha natin ang, for example, ito. May side triangular kasi. Itong side is clay, itong side is silt, and this side is sand. So, yung bring your attention on the arrow for clay. Remember na kung ano yung pagturo ng arrow, ganun din yung pag-drawing natin ng linya. For example, parallel tayo sa arrow. So, kung ito ay horizontal, parallel to the horizontal yung pag-drawing natin. So, kung sa silt naman is diagonal, and sa plane, sa sand naman is diagonal. So, clay lang yung natin, horizontal. So, for example, 35% clay. So, hanapin natin yung 35% ng clay. So, 0 dito. So, 0 yan dyan. So, tapos, 10, 20, 30, tapos 40. So, between 30 and 40 is 35. So, we draw a horizontal line kasi nga, we parallel tayo sa horizontal line. So, horizontal line. Yan, hanggang dulo. Try lang natin kasi hindi pa natin alam yung iba. So, kung saan mag-intersect, doon yung natin, kung anong classification ng sand ng soil. So, after that, punta tayo sa silt. So, silt. So, silt is diagonal. So, parallel tayo sa diagonal. So, silt is 40%. So, dito naman ang start ng silt. So, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So, sakto 40. So, pupunta tayo dito. Diagonal. Drawing natin. Ito. Yan. Ito yan. Yan. So, yun lang natin. Diretso-diretso nyo lang. Kung saan mag-intersect. Tapos yan. Tapos, after that, yung last is sand. So, dito ulit yung start. 0, 10, 20, tapos 26. Yan. 26 is between 30 and 20. So, 26. And kung saan mag-intersect yung tatlo, yun yung classification ng soil natin. So, nag-intersect siya sa clay loam. So, yung classification na 35% clay, 40% silt, and 26% sand is clay loam. So, yun yung paano maggamit ng USDA Triangular Textural Classification Chart. So, proceed na tayo sa problems natin. So, we have here, kung kanina meron tayong tinatawag na USDA or US Department of Agriculture, meron tayong apat na katulad ng USDA, yung Massachusetts, yung USDA nga, tapos yung AASHTO, American Association of State Highway and Transportation Officials, and the Unified Soil Classification System. So, may apat na bodies na nag-classify ng soil. So, ito nga yun, yung Massachusetts Institute of Technology or MIT. So, they classify gravel as greater than 2 mm, and sand, they classify sand as 2 to 0.6 mm. Silt is 0.06 to 0.002 mm, and clay is lesser than 0.05 0.002 mm. So, ang USDA naman, at na-discuss na rin kanina natin na pag USDA is, pag gravel, di-classify gravel as greater than 2 mm. Pag sand, it ranges from 2 to 0.05 mm. Silt is 0.05 to 0.002 mm. Ito yan. Clay, declassify clay as lesser than 0.002 mm. So, ang halos pagkakaiba lang ng MIT at USDA is dito. 0.06 dito. Tapos 0.05 naman sa sand. 0.06 diba? So, halos maliit lang yung pagkakaiba na. Tapos, kung sa ano naman, yung sa ashton naman, declassify gravel as from 76.2 to 2 mm. So, yan yung diameter ng gravel. So, pag sand, declassify sand is from 2 to 0.075 mm. Silt is 0.075 to 0.002 mm. And clay is lesser than 0.002 mm. And sa USCS naman, they classify gravel as 76 to 76.2 to 4.75 mm. Sand, the classified sand is from 4.75 to 0.075 mm. And fines, or ang fines na pinagsama nila yung silt and clay, is lesser than 0.075 mm. So, ganun yung pagkakaklasify ng mga bodies sa apat. So, ang kadalasan na ginagamit natin dito ay ang USDA, ang AASHTO, tsaka yung USCS. So, try natin mag-solve ng mga problem. So, proceed tayo sa sample. So, solve mechanics example number 18. So, given soil having the particle size distribution as follows: 8% sand, 20% gravel, 48% silt, and 24% clay. Use the given figure shown. So, ito yung gagamitin natin. Ito. Sa USDA. Number 1 is compute the percentage of sand using USDA method. Number 2 is compute the percentage of silt using USDA method. And compute the percentage of clay using USDA method. And number 4, classify the type of soil using USDA method. So, paano ba tayo mag-classify ng soil using USDA? Yung triangular textural method. Ito. Ayan. So, let's find out kung anong klaseng soil yung gagamitin natin. So, meron tayo on that. So, meron tayong mga given tayo. Given is for sand is equal to 8%. Gravel naman is equal to 20%. Silt is equal to 48%. And clay is equal to 24%. So, ito na nga yung mga given natin. So, question. Pag meron ba tayong sand, for example, ito may sasand na tayo na 8%, yun ba yun agad yung gagamitin natin para sa pag-drawing dito? Hindi. Kung ito, may given yan, kasi may given tayong ganyan. So, hindi pa yan yung natin. Hindi pa to yung igagamitin natin na ilalagay natin dito sa triangular textural method natin. So, paano natin makuha yung percent of sand? Kasi, ito yan. So, kasi may gravel dyan, So, paano natin makukuha yun kung mag-base tayo sa gravel? So, for letter A, solution natin is percent of sand. Kasi, hindi ito yung direct na pag may 8% ka sa sand, gamitin mo agad. May percent ka sa silt, gamitin mo agad. May percent ka sa clay, gamitin mo agad. Hindi ganun. So, kukunin mo muna yung percent of sand using USDA method. So, paano ba kunin yun? So, ito yung method para sa pagkuha ng sand size using USDA method. So, sand size is equal to percent of sand times 100 all over 100 minus percent gravel. So, ano yung percent ng sand? 8 times 100 all over 100% ng gravel minus 20. So, bakit ano lang, whole number yung ilalagay natin dito. Whole number. Hindi yung 0.08. Hindi 0.08 or 0.02. So, whole number yung gagamitin natin kasi mag-iiba yung sagot natin kung naka-percent. So, sagot natin dyan is 10. So, sagot natin is 10%. So, meron tayong 10% sand size for USDA method. So, ano lang tayo? Meron tayong sand. Let's find for silt. So, silt size is equal to kung may percent sand tayo, so ibig sabihin may percent silt rin tayo times 100 all over 100 minus percent of gravel. So, yung nagbabago na dito ay ito. Ito lang. Kung hanapin mo yung size ng sand, papalitan mo ito ng sand. Kung hanapin mo yung size ng clay yung lalagay mo dito ng percent. So, ang total natin, ang ano natin is, ilan percent natin sa clay? 48 times 100 all over 100 minus 20. So, ang sagot natin is 60%. So, punta naman tayo sa clay. So, clay size natin is percent clay. Siyempre, kung naghahanap tayo ng percent ng clay, yung given natin is for clay. So, lahat yan na gamit natin. So, hindi magbabago to. Ang hindi magbabago ay ito, tsaka ito. Ito lang yung magbabago. Ito. So, percent ng clay natin is 24. So, 24 times 100 times all over 100 minus 20. Sagot natin is 30%. So, yeah. So, meron na tayong 10% for sand is 10%. Silt is 60%. And clay is 30%. So, total niyan is 100%. So, meron na tayong percent for sand, silt, and clay using USDA method. So, kung meron na tayong USDA method, kung meron na tayong percent using USDA method, so, magagamit na natin yon para sa textural, triangular textural classification. So, first is ang sand. Clay muna tayo. Punta muna tayo sa clay. So, ang clay natin is 30%. So, eto. So, pag ganun yung natin, so, diretso lang natin. Yan. Ito yun. Yan. Sorry po. So, ipaano nyo na lang sa nyo. Kung pag naka-ruler kayo. So, then, silt. Ang silt natin is 60%. So, ito yung 60. Yan. Sorry. Ito yung 60. Ito yan. Yan. So, ang naman natin is sand. So, sand is 10%. Yan. So, dito nag-intersect yung ano natin, yung tatlo. So, i-fix lang natin to. Yan. So, dyan nag-intersect yung tatlo nating given. So, 30. Yan. Tapos, ito yung 60. So, nag-intersect sila sa silty clay. So, therefore, letter D, based dun sa drawing natin, therefore, the soil is silty clay loam. Yan. So, ulit, ito yan. So, 30% for clay. Ito yan. Clay is represented as 30% clay is classified as silty clay loam using US silty loam using USDA. So, next problem na tayo. So, example number 19 natin. So, paano ba natin gagawin? So, yung example 19 na tayo. So, is organic na tayo. So, is sample of inorganic soil has the following grain size characteristics. Is in size characteristics. Size is in mm to 0.075 mm to 0.075, 0.05, 0.005, and 0.002. Percent finer is 100, 70, 65, 32 respectively, and 15 respectively. So the liquid limit is 52% and the plasticity index is 20%. So classify the soil using USDA method. So using the triangular textural classification chart. So ito yan. So first is compute the percentage of clay, compute the percentage of silt, and classify the type of soil. So, paano natin mahahanap yung percentage of clay? Percentage of clay. So, using USDA tayo, di ba? USDA. So, kung USDA tayo, ano ba yung ng clay natin? Paano natin mahanap yung ng US ng clay? Di ba? We categorize clay as lesser than 0.002 mm. Yan. So, lesser than 0.02 mm is clay. So, ito yun. Percent finer. Yan. So, percent finer ay ito yung nag-pass through sa 0.02. Ulitin ko. Yung percent finer na 15% for 0.02, ito yung nag-pass through. So, kung may 15% na nag-pass through sa 0.02, ibig sabihin, clay, ito ay clay. Kasi we classify clay as lesser than 0.02. So, kung nag-pass through yung 15% na yan, so, yung 15% na yan, we consider as clay. So, percentage of clay is equal to, so, clay size is equal to 15%. Yan. So, basta pag tinawag natin percent finer, yan yung nag-pass through sa 0.0, sa kung saang size man siya. For example, ito. meron tayong 2 mm. Ang percent finer daw is 100. So, ibig sabihin, 100% ng soil nagpass sa 2 mm. So, lahat ng soil, ng soil is lesser than 2 mm. So, ganun yung pag-classify natin. So, how about naman percent of clay? Silt. So, silt size. So, USDA ulit tayo. So, ano ba yung pag-ano natin sa silt? Silt natin, i-classify silt as ranging from 0.05 to 0.002 mm. So, yeah. So, we classify silt as from 0.05 to 0.002 mm. So, ito lang. Tingnan lang natin dito. Yeah, ito. 0.05 to 2. So, pag mas maliit daw sa 0. So, kung ano yung nagpass dito between, kung ano na-retain dito between, ayun yung percent ng silt natin. So, kung may percent na ilan yung percent finer sa 0.05, 65. How about naman sa 0.02, 15. So, ang ano natin is 50%. So, yung size silt natin is 50%. So, ito yung between 0.05 to 0.02 na percent finer. So, ulit ko ito yung percent finer, 50% is 0.05 to 0.02 mm. So, yan yun. So, hindi ito. So, hindi 32 yung sagot natin. Kasi between 0.05, ito yun, and 0.02, yun yung percent finer na hinahanap natin para ma-classify natin as silt. So, last but not the least is percent of sand. So, sand size. So, sand size, ano ba yung, how do we classify sand? Size ng sand pagdating sa USDA. So, USDA ulit tayo. Sand. Ang ano natin is from 2 mm to 0.05 mm. So, tingnan natin ulit yung given natin. So, from 2 mm, ito yun, hanggang 0.05. So, yan. So, between those two is the percent of sand. So, ano lang, yung katulad ng ginawa natin sa silt. So, 100 sa 2 minus 65. So, ang total natin is 35%. So, ito yung sun size ng ano natin. Ito yung sun size ng percent ng ano natin, sun size. So, to check kung tama ba yung ginawa natin, dapat mo 100% sila. So, 35% sand. Tapos, 50% silt. And 15% clay. So, 35 plus 50 is 85. 85 plus 15 is 100%. So, how do we classify a soil having 35% sand, 50% soil, 50% silt, and 15% clay? So, punta tayo dun sa triangular textural classification chart natin. So, first is clay. So, ilan yung clay natin? 15 So, between 10 and 20. Between 10 and 20. So, diretso-diretso lang muna yung line natin kasi hindi natin alam kung saan mag-intersect. And then, silt. Ilang percent yung silt natin? 50%. So, 50%, ito yan. So, parallel sa arrow. So, kung arrow ay paganyan, pagano rin drawing natin. So, yan. Yan. So, and then, ilang percent ang sand natin? Ang sand natin is 35%. So, between 1340 ito yan. Yan. So, dyan yung 10% clay, 15% clay, 50% silt, and 30%, 35% sand. So, dito sila nag-intersect between loam and silt loam. So, therefore, so last natin. So, we classify the soil as therefore, the soil is loam, silty loam. Sir, ba't po dalawa? Kasi based dun sa pag-graph natin, dun sila sa boundary ng loam and silt loam. So, halos magiging loam na siya or magiging silt loam na siya. So, we classify it as the soil is loam, silt loam. Silty. So, yan yung classification ng soil natin. So, next is example number 20 na tayo. So, the particle size characteristics of a soil are given in the table. So, size is in mm, tapos 0.425, 0.1, 0.052, 0.02, 0.01, 0.004, 0.001, respectively. So, the percent finers are 100%, 92, 84, 62, 46, 32, 22%, respectively. So, these are the unknowns. Compute the percentages of the following. Using AASTO method, compute the percentages of the following using USDA method and classify the type of soil using USDA. So, dito sa problem, dalawang beses natin kaklasify yung soil natin using AASTO or American Association of State Highways and Transportation Officials and USDA. So, paano nga natin for AASTO, number 1 tayo. AASTO. Yan. So, ano ba yung range ng ano natin? So, for gravel, ang range is from 75 mm to 2 mm. So, na-discuss ko na rin ito kanina. Isusulat ko lang ulit para sa hindi mga nakinig. So, sand is 2 mm to 0.075 mm. And silt is 0.075 mm to 0.002 mm. And clay is less than or clay is lesser than 2. So clay is lesser than 0.002 mm. So, kung balik tayo ulit dun sa given natin. So, ito yung mga given natin. Yan. Yan. So, may iba kanina, may sinabi ako na gagamit daw tayo ng gamit daw tayo ng particle size distribution curve. So, ito yon. Ito yung mini-mean niya na particle size distribution curve. Ito yan. So, ito yung distribution curve na sinasabi ko kanina. So, ang y-axis is the percent finer and the x-axis is the grain size. So, ito yung mga given natin. Ito yon. So, i-graph lang natin. So, ganito nga yung pag-graph natin. So, for example, yung 0.425. So, between 0.01 and 0.05. So, ito yun. 0. Hindi. Dito pala yan. Dito pala. 0. Between pala dito sa 0.05 and 0. 0.1 and 1 pala. Nalilito na ako. Nalilito rin tayo dito eh. So, ganito lang yung ano niya. So, ito yung 100%. Ito yung 100%. Then, 0.1. Ito yun. Ayan. Ito yun. Ito yun. Ito yun. Ito ay 92. So, ito. So, dito ay 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. So, 92. So, dito yung 92. And then, is 0.052. Kung ito ay 0.05, so, ang 52 is slightly dito. Dito yan. 84. So, dito yan. 84. Then, ang 62 is 0.02. So, 0.01, 0.02 dito, 0.03, 0.04, 0.02. Okay, ito yung 62% natin. So, ano siya? Logarithmic yung ano niya, pag-expand. So, hindi siya equal. So, logarithmic siya. And then, punta tayo sa 0.01. So, 0.01 is 46. So, ito yung 0.01. So, 46, 50, 40. So, hanapin na natin yung 46. So, dito yan. So, 46. Huwag kayong magalala. Hindi ko naman papagawa sa inyo to. Didiscuss ko lang kung paano yung nangyari yung distribution curve. So, and then, 0.04. Kung ito ay 0.01, 0.022. Ito. Tapos 0.03, 0.04. Ito. So, tulad nga sabi ko, hindi siya equal yung distribution. So, it is logarithmic. So, 0.04, hanapin natin. 32. So, between 30 and 40. So, 32 dito. So, and then, ang last is 0.01. Ito. Between 20 and 30 is yung 22 natin. So, after that, after nyo mahanap yun, i-graph lang niya. Ang-graph niya lang. Yan. I-graph lang natin. So, yan na. Nag-graph na nga natin. Tingnan natin kung ano yung mahahanap natin. So, first, hanapin muna natin yung percent ng gravel. So, gravel, percent of gravel is equal to, di ba, ang ano nga natin is from 75 to 2 mm. So since lahat ay nag-pass through sa 2, kasi wala nga 2 dito, 100%. So, ang ano natin is gravel is 0. 0%. Yan. Ulit ko 0% yung gravel natin. Kasi based sa given natin, walang 75 to 2 mm. Yan, 0%. So, punta naman tayo sa sand. Ano yung sand natin. So, ang sand natin is from 2 to 0.075. So, punta tayo from 2 to 0.075. So, hanapin natin sa graph. Tingnan natin sa graph yung from 2 to 0.075. So, hanapin natin dito. So, since yung natin, 2 is hindi sobra, wala tayong 2 mm na given, lang, 0.475 lang. Tingnan natin yung sa 0.075. So, ito nga yun. 0.075. Ito. Tapos, ang value niya is 89. So, yan yung value ng sa natin, sa 0.075. So since yung natin is from 2 to 0.0075, ito yun. So, since natin is 100% finer yung sa pinaka natin, so minus natin yung 100% finer minus 89, yan yung percent ng sand natin, which is 11%. So, ito yung 11% natin. So, from 2 dapat yun, di ba? So, since ito ay 100% na hanggang doon, so, ito lang yung natin, 11%. So, after natin mahanap yung sa sand, punta naman tayo sa silt. Ang silt natin is from 0.075. Ito yan. To 0.002 mm. So, alam na rin naman natin yung sa 0.075, 89 yan. So, hanapin na lang natin yung 0.002 mm. So, ano ba yung value ng 0.002 based sa curve natin? So, along 0.002, kung ito ay 0.001, so, logarithmic yung niya, yung sa pag-expand. So, ito dito. So, 0.002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hanggang 0.01. So, ito yan. So, taas lang natin, 26. So, lang yan. So, yan na yung between 20 and 30. So, 26. So, base yan dito sa curve natin. So, huwag kayong mag-alala. Kasi hindi ko naman kayo papasok ng ganito na hindi given yung curve. So, given na yung curve sa susunod natin hindi kayo yung mismo magsusulat ng sa curve. So since 26 yung lumabas, so para makuha natin yung percent of clay, it is 89 kasi nga 0.075 mm minus natin yung 0.002 mm. So lalabas is 89 minus 26% is equal to 63%. So clay is lesser than 0.002. So, anything lesser than sa is 26%. So, total, 11 plus 63 plus 26 is 100%. So, tama yung natin sagot natin. Remember na ito ay AASH to. So, hindi natin magagamit ito mga na-solve natin sa triangular textural classification chart. So, sa isang sa isang problem sa isang solution natin magagamit yan. So, yun dito na nga, next natin is ay ang USDA. So, ang USDA natin, so magkaiba yung ng USDA tsaka AASH to. Hindi sila magkaparehas ng sizes pagdating sa gravel, sand, silt, and clay. So, base sa natin, ang gravel para sa USDA is ranging from 4.75 mm to 2 mm, and sand is 2 mm to 0.05 mm, and silt is 0.05 mm to 0.002 mm, and clay is lesser than 0.002 mm. So, kung paano natin ginamit yung curve kanina para sa AASH to, gagamitin rin natin yung curve para sa USDA. So, erase ko muna tong mga natin. Para tayo malito. So, yung tingnan natin, ang gravel daw is ranging from 4.75 to 2 mm. So, based sa given, ang pinakamalaking size lang natin is 0.425. So, ibig sabihin, hindi ito within range ng gravel. So, hindi ito gravel. So, ibig sabihin, 0% pa rin yung gravel natin. So not within range yan. So, sunod naman is from 2 mm to 0.05 mm. So, hanapin natin sa graph, sa curve natin, kung hanggang saan yung natin, 0.05. So, since ang natin is, pinakamalaking lang natin is 0.425, so, doon natin magsimula. So, dito, hanggang 0.05. So, hanapin lang natin sa table, sa curve natin, table, kung saan yung 0.05. So, ito yon. Ito. Tapos, value niya is 83. So, katulad ng kanina, 100 minus 83, kasi kanina 100 minus 89, ito yung part niya. So, ngayon, 100 minus 83 is 17. So, ito yung para sa sand. Yung percent ng sand. So, 100, ito, 100 minus 83 is 17%. So, pagkatapos natin sa sand, punta naman tayo sa silt. So, ang silt natin is ranging from 0.05 to 0.002. So, 0.05 natin, meron na tayo yan. Yan, kasi yan yung 83%. Ang 0.02, meron din tayo yan. Nasolve na natin yan kanina. Yan yung 26% base sa curve natin. Ito po yan. Ito, 0.002. Yan yung para sa natin. Sa silt. So, 26% pa rin. So, ang natin is 83% minus 26% is 57%. And ang clay natin, lesser than 0.002, so 26%. Pag tinotal mo to, lalabas is 100%. So, tama yung pagkaano natin. So, then, kakasify natin yung soil natin using triangular textural classification chart. Ito yan. Ito, applicable lang to ulit sa USDA. So, hindi applicable to para sa mga given ng ACASH to. So, since ang clay natin is 36, so clay, ito yung side na yan, clay. So, 20 to 30, doon ang 26 makikita. So, diretso lang yun to. So, ito yan. Yan. So, after that, silt. Ang silt natin is 57. So, ito yan. After that, substitute tayo sa silt tsaka sa clay, sa sand naman. So, ang sand natin is 17%. So, kung saan nag-intersect yung tatlo, yun yung classification ng soil natin. So, nag-intersect siya sa silt loam na range. Yan. Yan. Sa boundary ng silt loam. So, therefore, our soil is silty loam. So, we classify our soil. So, a soil having 17% sand, 57% silt, and 26% clay is considered as silty loam. So, next problem natin sa next video is using USCS method.